Good morning.
Good morning, all. How are you? Happy Tune In Tuesday.
So,
welcome again.
I got the memo, I guess.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I love it. Beautiful. Hey, great minds think alike. That's what they say, right? Here we go.
I know.
You know, she got the memo.
Yes.
Put out this way. You know, I'm wearing black today.
Vibes.
You know, okay, that's good. I like that. Always got to be in sync. That's it. Very important. You know, being in sync with the universe is how you keep your sense of balance and maintain that good positive energy in order to push out. So,
yes.
In our previous episodes, we kind of talked about that one life and being able to try and manage your stuff kind of in a seamless way, flowing like water. Today we're going to talk about another constant in our lives. Stress.
Whoa, that's brilliant.
Stress is probably one of the regular occurring things that
eats away your wellness.
Into. Yeah. I mean, I say, and I think it's probably been said by many others, you know, stress is a natural part of life. It happens.
It just is.
It is, and you got to kind of recognize that and say, okay, well, it's a natural part of life. It's going to happen. I got to kind of figure out ways to deal with it, and that's kind of what we want to go into today. You know, keeping in mind this idea of positive energy and admitting that. For me, there are two ways that I think the easiest thing to do in regard to stress management. The first is one that I've been practicing lately, and I'm feeling really good about it. You kind of keyed me into it not too long ago when we talked about it, but the idea of letting go.
Oh, yeah.
It's really not that
Let
big.
it go.
It's not that important.
Just kidding.
You know, it's not, excuse me, I'm sweating like...
it's
like,
hot here.
Yeah, it's hot. Oh,
it's like
a hot
100
day in Florida. Yeah. Again, the idea of letting go
it's a process,
a way of managing the things that bother you.
That baggage that we talked about.
I always in my workshops talk about Stephen Covey's circle of influence and circle of concern.
Oh, yeah, that's a good one.
And feeding energy into the right appropriate areas. Again, if I'm feeding the energy into the circle of concern,
he taught me this.
All I'm doing is making that bigger and growing, and I'm shrinking my influence. So I try and figure out, okay, well, what do I have the influence over? You know, if I have no influence over it, well, definitely me. But if I have no influence over the situation, what am I worried about it for?
Yeah.
You know, I'm not going to feed my energy to it.
Yeah.
You know? And that's kind of been working. I've been, let me just acknowledge I am, this is going on, but I'm not in a position to do anything about it, and that's okay.
Yeah.
And I let that go and move on. So that's one good way to manage stress. But for me, another one, again, I like a more disciplined approach.
Yeah.
Because that's me. I got to have some kind of method to my madness because people have to deal with it.
But I don't really get there much.
Everything starts with you.
Yeah.
For me, you got to tune into you.
Yeah, it's true.
Know yourself. You got to know.
And I know so many moms and women that, I'm sorry, they just do not do it. And then they get so drained and they can't, make the dinners and they go to work and then, they're exhausted and then... their significant other says, well, you don't take good care of yourself. But it's like, I can't take good care of myself if you guys are all demanding this from me.
Correct.
And you get to that point and then
that becomes physically draining.
It is.
Since well-being is part of our stuff, it deteriorates your health.
Yeah, and I've gotten
stress is a killer.
I've gotten the flu because of it. I just push myself between the work and the family. And so now it's kind of great, my excuses when I want to take a nap or recharge. I say, well, you always tell me to take care of myself. That's what I'm doing. And I can't argue with it.
That's
so
right.
It's great.
That's right. That works out.
That's seriously one of the main things I do. Yep, and they can't argue.
Yeah, no. I encourage always the idea of reflection, contemplation, introspection. And for me, I do it daily, at least 2 or 3 times, but definitely twice, once in the morning and once in the evening. Typically, my 3 standard questions are, am I being the authentic me? Am I really being true to me and who I'm supposed to be? And if not, that means I'm a little off. I've fallen out of center, and I need to return to center. So if I do that daily, 2 or 3 times a day, I try and keep myself aligned pretty well. The other one is, did I offend anyone that I need to rectify? Because I don't want to be offensive in the work.
Yeah, you ticked me off bad.
Well, hey, if that happens, I need to know that. And I will reflect on that and be like, oh, no, I got to come back to Marcy and apologize. And more than just apologize, doing the internal work for me. Again, this is reflective, introspection. Why did I do it purposely? Was it malicious? Is there something off kilter in our dynamic that I'm missing? Why am I missing it? I'm supposed to be conscious of everything about me and my surroundings, and why am I not? You need to do that reflective stuff and introspective questions and ask that and dig in. So that would be a great example. And then that's, of course, the last one is, am I leading toward my goal with the things that I'm doing? We all have visions, we all have dreams, we all have goals that we want to pursue. We want to make sure our actions are aligned with
but
it.
that just doesn't happen.
Hey, listen, that's a goal, believe it or not.
It is a goal, it's a goal. The goal is to get to my mothership of the spa.
There we go. Hey, so that means we need to make sure it's a smart goal, right?
I know.
And we maybe we can do that for Marcy. Maybe that's the way we can do it.
I got to manifest it and put it out there.
Yeah, we got to. Come on, help us out with that.
I know, right?
All right, that's one we can do together. All right, let's make a smart goal for Marcy in getting to the spot. I'm serious. You guys think I'm playing? I'm serious. That's a smart goal. And believe it or not, if you can get to the spot at least once a month,
I'll be way happier.
You think you're happy floating in the water in the pool?
I know. Canyon Ranch. I always wanted to go to Canyon Ranch.
Okay.
I think it's in Arizona.
But again, back to knowing you. That's okay. Hey, that's part of knowing you.
I just step back.
You also got to, I always, that's another tactic.
But I get kaleidoscope eyes where I'm just like,
and
I see the good in everyone, and sometimes it just drains me.
I do this physically as well. I call it take a step back and dig myself. I will take a step back physically and stop and say, okay, wait a minute, hold on, what's going on here? Dig yourself. Dig into you. And find out where I am. If I need to take another step and dig myself again, I'll do that as well. But just that little one step back, the physical action, mentally gets a processing for me. Knowing your cues and your triggers
psychologically, you become
very,
aware.
very important. You have all kind of physical cues that your body will give off that you're starting to become stressed. I can't, like, for some people, sweat is that. I can't go with that. That's just a natural one for me.
I'm always just warm.
I hydrate like
But
crazy.
Someone told me, which I didn't know, that empaths, their temperatures are a lot warmer. I did not know that. So there's a fact I didn't know. So
I wouldn't say that I'm an empath, but I am very empathetic. But anyone who knows me knows I radiate heat like you won't believe. I give it off like it's like, oh my goodness, where's that coming from?
It's coming from the sun.
It's coming from the sun. That's where I get my energy. Another one, knowing your stressors and identifying what those stressors are. You need to really know those. To be able to
tailor your actions
to work on those stresses,
to know kind of what to maneuver around, what you can contend with, and what you really have to pay no mind with. That's what I found. It took years.
I think the last stress management technique I might want to share would be finding some kind of stress reducer. I mentioned about riding the bike. That's, for me, that's stress reduction. Right there, that's stress management.
I just like watching TV.
There you go.
Criminal Minds,
or some people like to sleep. That's fine.
Too.
When it's almost like a recharge.
Yeah.
You find a way where you can return to center and make sure that you manage whatever that is.
Yeah.
Now, mind you, whatever it is that is causing the stress, the stressor, that thing's not going to go away. You have to develop a plan to deal with it. So don't think just riding the bicycle and meditating is going to make the stuff go away. No. You have to do something.
Yeah.
But by the same token, it still allows you to have this sense of physical peace and
control, and it's control again.
Control. This
you're
is all about
the
empowerment of each other.
Exactly.
You need to empower you as much as you can. Stress reduction.
Because when you feel in control, it's like a whole different world. You just try it, for one situation. It's amazing. It's like the power in saying no. Oh my God, everyone says yes to everybody. Can you do this for me? Can you do that for me? There is a power in saying no. My father taught me that, and it's very true.
Yes.
Saying no, it's not necessarily a bad thing. You don't have to please everybody and make everyone happy or dedicate your time to everybody. It's like, no, I can't do it now.
I really like that idea. The power in saying no.
Yeah.
Because for someone who likes to try and make sure things are right with people and everything. And I think
you're not being an ass by doing it. It's just,
you would want to try and say yes. Well, how can I work this in for this person?
Yeah. No. What about working it in for you?
Sometimes you can't.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just simply have to say no. I really need to do this for me.
Yeah. Another time. I'm swamped. Can't do it. I'm exhausted. Whatever.
Last note on me for stress management, I think I'll say is being that it's a natural part of life. We know we need to do something about it. The one thing I think we cannot do is do nothing.
Yeah.
You can't ignore it.
And then it just festers.
You can't, because then it festers in and it grows. and it becomes something that eats you.
I know
away
people
from
where
inside.
it literally, it's just like they have ailments.
Yeah.
Ailments.
I mean,
and it's like, oh
health,
my God, it's horrible. And they can't avoid it at their job. I know one woman, she's so awesome, and she, the biggest bright light, and she can't avoid it at her job. And it's you know, so I tried, I remember a while ago, like listening, and, you know, she's just better than everyone else at her job, and she just doesn't, you know, need to deal with people that belittle her. Mm-hmm. And, you know, it's just a conscious choice she has to make until she can maybe find something else, or you know, she's such a bright light, and she's got, you know,
and that's a shame that so many.
It's like, why would you want to do that to somebody? I don't understand that.
Well, yeah,
I really don't.
Neither do I.
It's like they thrive on it. I
just
don't get it.
I don't get that. I've never understood the idea of having to step on someone to step on.
Neither have I.
I think it's a lot easier to reach my hand down and say, "Hey, you're not too heavy. Come on, let's go. I got 2 hands."
Yeah.
And pull you up. But that's just my approach. Like we said, there are many different approaches to stress management. Definitely make sure you do something about it. Don't let it become something that overwhelms you and becomes the fire within that eats you away. That would surely lead to negativity for you.
I mean, there's some situations where people are harassed at work, and it's like you have to, you know, of course, you have to make logs of this stuff, and it's so political sometimes at work.
It's definitely that.
Yeah, there's the stress that, you know, with the family, and it's like we're always using the word stress, but it's the situations you encounter, and it's like the more you're aware, the more you can kind of work with what you got. Like, it's funny because I can see auras, and you already know that. And I joked with a friend of mine, I'm like, if I had just seen auras when I was younger, I would have avoided so many issues. And then they're like, but you wouldn't be the person you are today. And I was like, you know what, that's totally true. So sometimes, you know, I see too much good in someone, and then other times, you know, I just know how to handle it. So if you just take, whether it's auras or energy, or just the energy, like you walk into a room, just trust it and do what you need to do with it. Like if you have to walk away, walk away. I mean, that's the best thing. That's the best. There's no magical solution.
Again, you know? It's not rocket science.
Yeah,
it's actually,
if it doesn't feel right,
that's simple.
That's it. It's out.
Yeah. All right. Well,
that makes sense. Yeah.
Let's keep it positive always.
Yeah.
Remember, love, light, energy.
Love, light, energy.